Hi, I have a good news and a bad news. I will start with the good news because then you might be kind enough to forgive me for the bad news. Apparently, if I sound correct right now, I managed to solve the audio issues that we used to have. I was using a software from Nvidia and, well, that didn't work out. I switched back to OBS and I should sound okay. Well, as best as it gets. My voice is not the best. The bad news is I discovered it after I recorded this episode. So, this episode, we're still going to have my garbage voice. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Project Ozone 3 Kappa Mode. How are you guys doing today? How's life? In between the episodes, I did a little bit of off-camera work and I basically made a coke oven so that we can have coal coke and creosote oil, because we needed the creosote oil to make treated wood so that I can make a sawmill. And now we will get 6 planks per log, and we can also use the sawdust in order to make dirt, which is amazing. Anyway, I also did a lot of sieving, we have plenty of resources, and I also made 16 more of these solar panels tier 2. We are going to start today's episode by trying to make a few ducts, fluid ducts and item ducts from thermal expansion so that we can operate our mob farm. For that we're going to need a lot of hardened glass, so this could take a while. Okay. And this is going to take longer. In order to make impulse item ducts, we are going to need to infuse it with molten glowstone and yeah. For the servos, we're going to go with signalum because that's literally the easiest one to craft, and I don't have that much redstone, but we also don't need that many ingots. We can have some servos, some fluid duct, and some item duct. I swear to all the gods that I had a satchel and I cannot find it for some reason. Apparently I threw it away. I'm an idiot. No, Lush is not an idiot. He's just blind. If we go item by item, it's going to be episode 356 and I'm still trying to make a stupid mob farm. So let me try to explain to you the important stuff. We're going to start by making the vector plates. The slime balls are not going to be a huge problem because we can make rice slime balls, which is not showing up for some reason. Yep, I did make a reservoir, and we are also going to need sugar. So I did find the sugarcane seeds, we're going to put it here. We can put it in a bonsai pot. Here is also fine. And the stupid reservoir is not working for some reason. Look. So we have to do this 4x4. It's not the best, but I think it's better than just putting it on sand. We don't have snad, so yeah. We have a satchel full of goodies. We have item ducts, fluid ducts, servos, upgrades for the mob masher itself, the vector plates, concrete, hempcrete, and factory blocks. And the chisel would not fit inside the satchel, so it's in my inventory. But I did want to show you something before we go and start making the mob farm. This is how you make a redstone block. That's 72 pieces of redstone, in case you want to know. The one ender pearl we also got is going to be used in order to make an eye of the ender, so that we can make a vacuum hopper. Go there. Yep. The frame that you see in front of you is 11 by 11, so our mob farm will be 9 by 9, and it will have an internal space of 7 by 7 by 3, so that we can also have endermen. And I think that's going to be more than enough. Besides, we do have the mob grinding utilities, so we will have fortune upgrades, so I'm not worried about the loot. And we just have to build it, so I'll be right back. Don't mind the design right now, I know it looks horrendous, but the problem is, even though I'm trying to go fancy, I don't have that many building material. Concrete is expensive, factory blocks is... actually that's cheap, concrete is expensive. And I just need a functioning frame. We are going to have our mob masher in the center, I'm going to surround it with vector plates, and then we're going to activate it from the bottom. Up here, I'm going to go 5 blocks higher because I need to put the vacuum hopper on the top. Otherwise, items will get stuck on the mob masher. So we need to extract items from the top, and I need an extra layer so that sunlight will not go inside. And that's basically the idea. I think it's almost done. So for now, we're going to keep the experience inside the drum because I cannot make an XP obelisk from Ender.io. And then we have another item conduit which goes down there so that we can have storage drawers for the loot. And I covered everything using covers from thermal expansion, so there should not be any light inside. And I also put the upgrades inside there, so we can activate it. How do I do that? It's the most stupid thing that I'm doing in my life, but that's how we should activate it. So put you here, then how do I want to do that? I put this guy, then we cover. Yeah. And uh-oh. And we cover it. Anything? Yeah, I can hear mobs. The only thing that we need is a lever. And now you should be active. Yes. And we should get loot. Haha. Oh, this is so nice. I just need to set up storage drawers, and we also need something for the loot bags. I'll be right back. Alright guys, it's finally done and it's fully functional. It took me quite a while to build, because if you look at the timestamp on the top left of the screen, you might notice a huge difference. I ran into a few problems with the item ducts, but we're getting a decent amount of loot, we're also getting a decent amount of resources, and also a decent amount of food. And also wither skeletons. That is loud. And we're also getting shulkers for some reason from the loot boxes. I'm having a lot of problems with the item ducts, and I will try to explain to you why I have this problem in a moment, but try to make a storage drawer controller. Just try. It's stupid. It's incredibly stupid. But I'm happy with this. There are two reasons that I chose item ducts over conduits in our mob farm, and I will go through them one by one. Well, the first one is relatively easy. You need ender pearls, and we didn't have any. Now we have them, so the first reason is out. But the second reason is that we're getting tons of loot in our vacuum hopper in the center of the mob farm, and we need a high extraction rate. So with conduits, you're going to need a speed upgrade, which requires an electrical steel, and I can't make that. So it would be the default extraction rate, which is 4 items per iteration or something. So I decided to go with item ducts so that I can make servos. Signalum servos were easy, and they extract 64 items per each iteration. And the filtering system, I thought it's going to be not that difficult, because here you have an option to say send everything to the nearest inventory first or to the furthest first. So I thought it's going to be relatively easy. We just put the trash cans further away so that everything which does not fit inside our drawer controller will go inside the trash can. The problem is the item ducts gets confused and don't do that all the time. So there are some problems, but we cannot fix it until we get electrical steel for the speed upgrades. But now that we have a mob farm, we can do some quality of life improvements. We can upgrade our furnace. In order to progress further in this pack, we need to go to 2 different dimensions. One of them is the Twilight Forest, and notice that I'm saying Twilight Forest, not the toilet forest that you guys were referring in the last series, and the other one is Landia. I think Landia is actually the first one we have to visit, and there is a portal that we have to make, and we need to get into Embers a bit, but I think I found something to go around that. We'll see how it goes, but we're going to need hop graphite. And yeah, that's not the easiest thing to get. We're going to need to make a squeezer. Let me see what we can do. We need to go to these dimensions because there are certain ores that we need in order to progress, and also I need it for general mining because redstone and coal are a huge problem. Huge problem. I just made a market to see if we can make cake to do some of the quests without having to go to the hunting dimension. Sorry. Oh, you can't buy cows. That's sad. We should be able to make cake using Pam's Harvest Craft and soybeans. So we just need one of these guys. I think we have everything we need in order to make a few cakes. Yeah, that's all we need. If you're wondering why we needed the cakes, it's because there are quests, so it will give us RAKs, but also I want to see exactly what I need in order to unlock Landia and the Twilight Forest. So I wanted to complete the quest. Yes, now it's unlocked. We're going to need the portal for Landia, which I already knew that, but I didn't know what we need for the Twilight Forest. Okay, that has to wait. But we can go to Landia. They don't make it easy on you. They're like, you want coal coke dust? You're gonna have to make a crusher. Yeah, I made one. And I need to make more solar panels. Ooh, we need a torch over there. I'll get on that. And if we drop 8 of you inside, you should start working. Perfect. And now if we put these guys inside, you should give me a hope graphite. We need this for the portal for Landia, you know. Oh, it gives you 1. Ah. For the portal to Landia, we're going to need hope graphite, we're going to need lunar ingots, and a sapphire. And also 1 inderium. The last item on the list is a downstone aspectus. Might look very complicated, but it's not, because we have a recipe for molten downstone and we can make it in the smeltery. You and you. You might be wondering, I'm also going to need an ember shard, and how am I going to get that? Luckily, there is a recipe for it using archaic bricks, and we are already getting it from our mob farm, so we need to sieve you. The only problem is I don't know how this guy works. So water goes here. You go here. That was easy. Huh. Okay, so we put one of them on the casting table and we should have it? Yes? That was easy. Aha, this is not the Landium ingot that we wanted. Ah. What? Do I have that? Yes, we have one. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Landian portal. Haha. In order for the portal to work, we are going to need to have to sacrifice an undead creature. And I was thinking that we come here and try to find a zombie pigman. And we're also getting these soul vials from our mob farm, so I can just release the shulker. He ran away. Okay, he can stay there. We need a zombie pigman. It's like they're waiting for me to jump. Jerks. I don't know what these guys are used for. They drop leather, but it's a garbage armor. There is 1 zombie pigman down there and a lot of dogs. Everything wants to kill you. You come with me. If I remember correctly, this guy has to be 2 blocks above ground. We put you on top, and then we kill the pigman. Yes, it's active. Cool. If we want to go to Landia, we should remember that Landia has different ores and each ore used to have a different mining level, so we need to make pickaxes on the go. Therefore, I'm carrying with myself an endless furnace, which I made an extra one, the old one is still there. I'm also carrying an ore processing upgrade, some wood, and I should have also brought some coal, or charcoal. We can also take some golden apples, stack of ender pearls, and some pizza. You know, it's so nice that we get food. Which mod are you from? Well, the way to my heart is through my stomach, so we'll see how it goes. See you on the other side. Yes, we have arrived, and I'm very happy to see land after quite a while. I don't see that many hostile mobs near us. I'm blind apparently. So let us dig down. Okay, there are ores. That's the best. That's the reason that I actually wanted to come here, because I need coal, I need redstone. And also we need to progress. Yeah, we found our first ore, which I cannot harvest it. I think this is tier 5, yeah. So it's this one? Okay, we need to find other ores. Thorium ore, and this one we can harvest. Only one? Oh no, there's more. I'm still very confused over here. If you hover over the different pickaxes, it does not tell you which harvest level it has. But apparently a Friskian pickaxe, which you can harvest it using your cobalt pickaxe, will be harvest level tier 5. So you should be able to get this Morganine thingy. We also get Abyssal Knight. And I also saw those Corallium pearls somewhere. Yeah, over there. So if we want to get into Abyssal craft, apparently this was the way. And if my understanding is correct, you should be harvest level tier 6. Right? Yes. Haha. The main reason that I went to Landia was because I thought we would be able to also get redstone. Of course, we needed to go to Landia in order to progress, but I thought it will be an added bonus. I didn't want to make an autosave, but now that we don't get redstone from Landia, I don't have an option. So I think everything works, it's just incredibly slow. We're going to need more of these water wheels, I guess. Yeah, look, it's incredibly slow. I don't know how many we can have. Let me try. You're going to need 10 water wheels in order for your autosave to work at maximum efficiency. And it's a very convenient thing. I don't know why I was not a fan of this guy. I just have to drop everything inside this crate and we will get tons of ores inside our storage drawers. I do have an advanced item collector from Random Things and the recipe for that was very easy and that also works very well. It's actually better than the hopper that we have up there. Anyway, the idea that I made it like this was because I thought I don't have any blocks. I thought I would be able to hide the water wheels and it won't look disgusting like this. And then we can make a roof and make a small structure on top. We'll see how it goes. Also, there are 41 items that you will get by sieving. We're missing 3 of them that we will get next episode because we have to sieve endstone. But this is all the items that we will get, and I'm not a fan of compacting drawers, so I'm using these. Besides, compacting them is not very difficult. Before finishing today's episode, there are a bunch of things that I want to try, and someone suggested to me in the comments of the last episode that I should make a shelving unit from Magnicraft. I can do that. I generally know what it does, but I just don't see the significance. He said that it's going to help me a lot with inventory management because I can search things? I'm not sure. So let's build one and see. Just give him some chests and it will accept 24 chests. That's actually a huge amount of storage. Anyway, if we put the... Oh, you have a search bar. Oh, okay, that's actually very useful. Thank you. I love this. I gathered all the RAKs from this episode and we have now almost 460 RAKs. We're going to need 750 in order to get the totem of flying, so we're still far away. So I thought before we finish today's episode, I finish some of the dangling quests. This is nothing and I can just build it, right? Yeah, so let me do some of these things and then I'll be right back. By the way, we have made the transition to dislocators. They are amazing. I did some of the easy quests in immersive engineering so that we will get more RAKs, and then I saw that in applied energistics, we can also do tons of quests. They're not very useful to us because getting into applied energistics requires a lot of infrastructure and that's way further ahead. But it will help us to gather RAKs and we can have the totem of flying hopefully next episode. Alright guys, we have 543 RAKs and we only need 768 in order to have the totem of flying. And then we will have creative flight. Next episode we will try to get into Ender IO and Embers, and I think with those RAKs we should have the totem, I hope. And in between the episodes I will try to make another platform so that we will have some storage and a crafting area for ourselves. I don't know where I'm going to build it, but probably around here. I'm not sure, but we will figure something out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.